So what should you do if you notice that you or your child have anxiety to the point where it's not super productive and not super helpful anymore? The number one thing to know about anxiety, because this informs our approach, is about the anxiety avoidance cycle. The more we avoid something, the more scared of it we become over time, right? Because what happens is every time we avoid what makes us scared, that reinforces the idea in our brain and our body, like, hey, this is something to be scared of, you should avoid it. And so what happens is, let's say you were a 6 out of 10 scared. What happens next time you're faced with that fear is going to be 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. And so it kind of builds and builds and builds so that every time you avoid something, you get more and more nervous. So we do exposure therapy. Coping skills are great, but the only way to truly treat anxiety is to practice doing the hard stuff. And so we no longer do flooding as much, which is when you were kind of thrown in the room with the thing that you were scared of. Now we do more gradual exposures. So if I am scared of a dog, I will look at photos of a dog, I will look at videos of a dog, and then as my anxiety kind of goes down, because our body cannot sustain high levels of anxiety, as our anxiety goes down, I will proceed to, being in the same room as a dog on a leash. And then I will proceed to stand closer to a dog on a leash. Again, we want it to be safe, so we have a nice dog, a trained dog probably for these types of exposures, right? And the goal is that you and your brain and your body learn over time that the fear is disproportionate to the danger, right? And so over time, you teach your body that, one, you're able to handle the uncomfortable feelings, and two, that your anxiety kind of goes down the more you practice something. So please share below times where you were really scared of something and then you practiced exposure therapy, either formally or informally, and you notice a change. For me, it was driving on highways. I used to hate it and I was really nervous, and I had to do it for grad school for a research project, and now I can go on pretty much any highway for however long I need to.